Hey everyone, I wanted to give y'all a review. I posted about this product last week and asked if y'all wanted me to share my personal opinion. So I thought I'd sit down here for a minute and share with y'all my personal opinion about this Loving Tan Self-Tanner Mousse. I've used several in the past, St. Tropez and an expensive one from Sally's Beauty Supply. And the issue I run into is that it makes me too yellow looking, and I see pictures and I'm like, ugh, that doesn't even look like a tan. It looks like I just dipped myself in like some yellow. Also, when you apply those two, I've noticed that there's not much red coloring in there. I don't get any kind of like brown or even slightly reddish undertones. It often like goes on pretty green. So when I applied this one, I was kind of shocked at how much red was actually coming through. It was just kind of a more kind of brownish red, you know, that was going on the mousse. So I was really impressed with that. And then once I washed it off, I noticed that, oh my gosh, this actually gave me color, as you can see. Here's my arm. And it looks more kind of brownish golden than just yellow. So I was really impressed with it. I've seen several beauty bloggers talk about this specific one, and I thought, well, they're probably endorsed, so I'm not going to take that as 100% fact that it actually works. So when I saw that they were running a Black Friday sale, I thought, well, you know, now's the time to purchase it. I think it was maybe 20 or 30% off. And so I purchased this, which is the smaller bottle. It's 4 fluid ounces. And I also purchased the mitt, which I would encourage you to do if you don't have one. This is a great investment because you can use this forever, really. And you just basically wash this with soap in between. I just use like Dawn liquid dish soap and just really lather it up real good and rinse it out and just let it air dry. But this really is key to making the application go on even and to be sure you get all the, you know, in the nooks and crevices that you need to. Another thing I really liked about this is that it's a 2-hour express tan. So meaning if you're in a hurry or you don't want to sleep in it overnight, you can basically put this on and it takes 2 hours for it to fully activate, and then you can take a shower and you're good to go. So that was nice. I've not done it for just 2 hours. I'll be honest, I've slept in it the last 2 times I've done it, and the reason I slept in it was because it was just out of convenience. But I made sure to wear long sleeves and long pants to try and keep it from getting on the sheets. I'm not super uptight though about it getting on my sheets. I just end up washing them anyways if I need to, but I'll be sure and like throw my the clothes I slept in the dirty hamper because it transfers on the clothes. But once I washed off, I was just totally impressed at the color. You want to be sure and exfoliate before you use this. I use a sugar scrub, and you just want to be sure and focus on areas where it would flaw the most, like your hands, wrist, elbows, knees, feet, and around your toes and ankles. But I also added, the second time I used it, the first time my hands looked like a hot mess. They don't look that great right now, I'll be honest. This one looks worse than this one, I believe, because my knuckles somehow got too much and I slept in it. But what you could do is if you're doing the 2 hour, you don't have to sleep in it. You could just wash your hands after about an hour and leave it on the rest of your body, and then your hands won't be as dark and it won't show a flaw, but they'll still have a little bit of color. So the second time I applied this, I made sure to use a barrier cream, and this is what I used. It is the Nivea Essentially Enriched Moisturizing Body Lotion. And this is for dry to very dry skin, so I would definitely highly recommend this for the winter months, because with all the dry heat that's blowing around and it being so cold, this is actually for dry to very dry skin. It's got almond oil in there, so it's very hydrating, it's very thick, and it will definitely create a barrier so you don't get too much on certain areas you don't want it. We have a visitor. So here she is. This is my kitty. This is Haley. If y'all come over to my house for any makeup, y'all might have seen this beautiful girl. But anyway, she wanted to stop in, so I thought I'd show her off. If you have a special event, I would encourage you to go see a professional airbrush tanner, because you're actually going to be able to get a more even, flawless coverage, and they're really good about making sure your hands and feet don't have issues, and so that it photographs well. But for just regular, on the go, every week, not wanting to look like a ghost, I would definitely encourage to try this product. You can go on their website. I got the dark, which is for medium to dark skin types. They have different shades based upon your skin type, so definitely go based upon their recommendation, and you will definitely get some color from this. When I applied it, it lasted for, well, my arms, I mean, it was still, my arms were still pretty dark. My legs, of course, fade the quickest because we shave our legs, and I noticed that it lasted for at least a week. I wanted to reapply just so that in this video y'all could kind of see what it looks like, and know that it actually has a decent amount of color. I've used so many products in the past with my skin tone that it just doesn't show up enough, and then if it does, it looks yellow or orange. And personally, I don't want to look like a Dorito, and I don't want to look unnatural. So I felt like this is actually one that's been the most natural looking. When I go to repurchase, I'm going to be sure and get the larger bottle. It is a little bit more expensive, but you know, I got roughly, I've used this twice. I feel like I'm at least halfway down. I used quite a bit of the product because I did my whole body. If you wanted to use it sparingly, you could just do areas that would show, like during the winter, most people aren't showing their stomach or even all their legs, you know, so you could definitely just use it in areas that you need it, where your skin might be showing, and it'll last you a good while. I did apply it to my face. Some people, I don't know, they're really against it, but there haven't been any studies on it. I didn't have any reaction. I don't have sensitive skin. And one good thing I noticed when I was reading the back of this is it says it has no alcohol and no parabens. So a lot of the tanning mousses or even aerosol tans have a lot of alcohol in there, so it like dries down, and that's one thing that can really dry your skin out, especially in the winter. So I really like that this one does not have that in there. Another thing I noticed about this was when I applied it and I put on my clothes, of course I walked around for a good 5 to 10 minutes to like let it dry and everything, but when I put on my clothes after a little while, it didn't feel super tacky or goopy feeling. I felt like, you know, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. And I didn't have a problem going to sleep. In the past, when I've used other ones, I feel disgusting. You know, even like an airbrush where somebody will professionally spray me, you look dirty and nasty for a good while. It does look good the next day, but it's hard for me to sleep feeling like sticky and you know, kind of almost wet feeling. It's hard for me to fall asleep like that. Some people don't have a problem, but me personally, I don't like the way that feels. So I did like that this one dries down pretty well, and I don't feel sticky or goopy when I try and go to sleep. So no issues with that. But however, you know, like it says, 2 hours and you can be done. So do it on a weekend, do it on a free day when you don't have much to do. But I would definitely highly recommend this product. And if you did like this review, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to be bringing y'all more content similar to this in the future. So I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see you soon.